What are human rights? Is it honoring those who came before us and fought the good fight?
We will be able to speed up that day.
Or maybe recognizing workers who made this country great?
You who are here now, just keep on, keep the legacy going on.
For many, it's about making sure workers are protected from discrimination, no matter their race, gender, or sex.
Are you ready to fight for human rights? Yes. Are you ready to fight for human rights?
For the machinist in this room, it's all of the above and more.
Human rights really are labor rights, their civil rights, their legal rights. It's about everything. And it's not just for minorities or people of colors or other definitions we can put to them. It's about the elderly. It's about the young people. It's about people that are disabled and hurt. It's about people who just happen to care about the greater picture of life on earth and how people are treated.
I think of human rights as a right to quality health care. I think of human rights as equal rights for women. I think of human rights as voting rights without fear or intimidation. I think human rights are our education for all of our children. I think of human rights as having a good job and economic opportunity.
This energy is what set the IAM's inaugural Human Rights Conference apart from others. In this room, union and civil rights leaders stand together, making sure the human rights of all people everywhere are respected.
When we're fighting for Social Security, when we're fighting for Medicare and Medicaid, we're fighting for labor rights. We're not fighting for Obama. This is not about Obama. This is about your mama.
Sharpton says when you are in the middle of a battle, like America is currently waging, you need warriors. And that's where the fighting machinists come in. Fighting for human rights of workers all the way from Main Street to Wall Street.
The problem is that when you deal with situations, whether it be Boeing or a civil rights case, and to me it's the same thing, that y'all are being divisive. So if you exploit workers, that's all right. If you deny people their right to protect their own investment in pensions, that's all right. But if you dare speak up and say that people have the right to earn from the sweat of their brow and protect their families, that's divisive. That's hogwash. And we need to call it hogwash.
That if you love the fight for workers' rights, then you absolutely will be on the battlefield for human rights, because they are one and the same.
And that's why the machinists came together, to learn from each other of the problems that can exist in the workplace.
In the country today, people can still be fired in a majority of states because of their sexual orientation or gender identity. So most states, the only protection that LGBT workers have from discrimination is our unions and our union contracts.
If people are struggling to provide the necessities of food and shelter for themselves and their families, they will not be able to address other important issues necessary for a vibrant society.
And to ask some tough questions about how the machinists can make a difference.
And so the machinists have to ask themselves, the type of leadership that they provide the labor union, is it transactional leadership? We just do business to be doing business? Or are we trying to transform America?
But in the end, it was the words of 93-year-old Soli Mitchell that encapsulated the meaning of this conference. While receiving an award honoring his decades of service on the railroad, his words rang true throughout the crowd.
And as long as you are unionized together, you can accomplish whatever you want to. The sky's the limit.
For the Machinist News Network, I'm Deirdre Kaniewski.